This is the seventh lesson in our series that we have started on the punctuation system, and today we are going to talk about hyphen, the difference between a hyphen and a dash is in terms of its mark, in terms of its symbol, is that a hyphen is shorter than a dash. A dash is, you could say, the double of a hyphen. A dash separates extra information from the rest of the sentence, whereas a hyphen joins two words to make a new word, which is called a compound word or a hyphenated word. So as you can see the definition, that it joins two words to make a compound or hyphenated word. So noun compounds in which the second base is an adverb. So when do we join them? When you have a noun compound in which the second base is an adverb. So you could see that runner-up and break-in, and both of these are joined together using a hyphen. So this is a hyphenated word. Okay, sometimes you use another word with compounds with words that end in ed, that are formed from noun phrases. For example, you could see this word eyed and blooded, they end in ed. Okay, so you use cold or brown or any other word with them to make compounds. So this would be cold-blooded and brown-eyed. So you cannot write, or you shouldn't write these words without a hyphen, because that's the rule, that sometimes the words that end in ed should be hyphenated with other words. Compounds in which the second base is a participle. For example, far-fetched, in this case fetched, and habit forming, in this case forming. These two underlined words are participles. Now participles are basically forms of the verb. Ed form is called past participle, and ing form is known as the present participle form of the verb. So sometimes you use different words with them, with these type of words, to create new words. So this is one example or two examples of this. But you should also remember that if a participle comes after an adverb that ends in ly, then the hyphen is not used. For example, carefully written, not carefully written. Now this is a participle. Obviously it is an irregular one, not the ed one or ing. Not the ed one. Ing is obviously a different case. So this is a participle, but the the adverb is carefully, which ends in ly. So we don't use hyphen with those adverbs which end in ly. So that should be written carefully written without a hyphen. I hope that makes sense. The next one is compounds expressing numerals and fractions are hyphenated. For example, 21 and 35th. These are just two random examples, but remember one thing: when you start writing numerals in this way, then you have to hyphenate them. For example, you cannot write 21, 22, 23, 24 without hyphens. You have to have hyphens. Obviously 30 would be one word, and then 31, 32, 33, all of these are hyphenated. Sorry, this is not the numeral, it is the fraction. It is 3/5, 1/4. Whenever you use these type of expressions or words, you have to hyphenate them. Okay, compounds in which the first base is a single capital letter, they are also hyphenated. So this is a compound word, obviously, and the first one is just a U, a letter, and then you have turn, U-turn, or H-bomb, means hydrogen bomb, or sometimes N-bomb, nuclear bomb. So if you have one letter at the beginning and you use it with another word, you want to join it with another word, then a hyphen is used. Compounds ending in in-laws, for example, father-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law. So these are those compounds which must have a hyphen. Relationship in which the first space is great. Okay, so if you have great in your compound word or in your hyphenated word, then hyphen should be used. For example, great grandfather, great grandchildren, but itself grandfather, grandchildren is just one word. Okay, so if you have great in the beginning, then obviously you have to use hyphen. Okay, a hyphen is used in modifying phrases which are generally written open when not modifying. For example, on the spot investigation. So for example, say he is busy in on the spot investigation. Face to face, that is used for meeting. Up to date news, take it or leave it attitude. Sometimes you might have seen or heard this job requires a can-do attitude. So the can-do would be hyphenated, do-it-yourself job. So this is how it is used. A hyphen is used after prefixes ex, half, quasi, self, etc. For example, ex-husband, half-caste, quasi-judicial, and self-sacrifice. So this is a very simple, straightforward rule that if you have these words, and you want to join them with other words, so ex-husband could be ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend. So if you want to join ex with other words, then obviously you have to hyphenate that, use a hyphen. But remember that there is no space on either side of a hyphen. So same is the case with dash, there is no space on either side of a dash. Excuse me. A hyphen is used to separate a word into two parts between the end of one line of a text and the beginning of the next line. This is only possible in typescripts or manuscripts. The Microsoft Word would not allow this because it adjusts the space automatically. Now, this is an example from you could say a manuscript. Obviously, if you write in MS Word or if you write in any other document which is online or in the computer or laptop, it would not allow you. Or when you are writing your exam paper or when you're writing on your notebook, then obviously you must follow this rule. So for example, you're writing on your book, Shakespeare was one of the best playwrights of all time. He wrote wonderful poetry and brilliant plays. Now here, let me choose that. Let me choose a different color. All right, so here you could see wonderful. Now wonderful, you know, is one word, okay? But because you did not have enough space to write the full word here, you have to put a hyphen here in this part, and then you have to write the remaining part of the word on the next line. Okay, so the hyphen goes here after the first half of the sentence, or half of the word, or first part of the word. You do not write a hyphen on this side. Okay, so that is totally wrong. Now sometimes I've seen that some people write hyphen here. A hyphen should be written here at the end of so for example, this is the line number 2, so at the end of line number 2, and the rest of the word should go on line number 3. So we have 3 lines here. Okay, so this is how a hyphen is used. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you understand and enjoy this video. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Leave your comments in the comment section. I'll try to answer you as soon as possible. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.